Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and while you're at it, click the bell to be notified of future videos. This is Falling Squares, 12-inch finished, and I love these brightly colored fabrics, but you could use any fabric you want, and I'm using a white grunge for the background. So here's the diagram. We have two sizes of rectangles and then one square. Here are 4 blocks set block to block. So here are the patches, and for each of the patches we have AccuQuilt dies that you can use to cut them. Patch A is a 2-inch by 6-inch finished rectangle. We'll cut 6.5 by 2.5 inch rectangles, and we'll need 4 patches for the background fabric. For AccuQuilt, you can use your 2.5 inch strip cutter and subcut them into 6.5 inch segments. Patch B is a 2-inch by 4-inch finished rectangle. We cut 4.5 inch by 2.5 inch rectangles, and we'll need 4 from the background fabric. Here are the AccuQuilt dies. And patch C is a 4-inch finished square. We cut 4.5 inch squares, and we need 1 patch from each of 4 different fabrics. And here again is the AccuQuilt dies that will cut that shape. So from the background fabric, we're just going to cut 2 of the small rectangles and 2 of the large rectangles. And from each of the assorted accent fabrics, we're going to cut 1 square. Here are my fabrics. This is a grunge. I think this is called white paper. And then I found some scraps of Kaif fabric that I'm going to use. The first thing we'll do is take each of the squares and each of the small rectangles and piece them like this. So piece it and then press the seams open. Now for step 2, you're going to divide them in half. One set, you're going to sew the A patch like this. And the other set, you're going to sew the A patch like this. So a little bit different. Just sew these together and press the seams open. Now we have our units finished, and we're just going to look at the diagram to put the block together. And what I'm looking at is the A patch on the side and matching the A patch to how it is in the diagram. So it goes this way, and then this way, and this way. It's on the same side, but the B patches are in a different location. So the center squares touch each other, and these squares go out. Now we'll just sew these together. I flip this over and put a pin here, and put a pin here. Then I'll know I need to stitch on this side. So we stitch those together, press the seams, and then we'll stitch the 2 rows together. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and while you're at it, click the bell to be notified of future videos.